Welcome to You Know Something with Dena
Hey, look, I'm just here to entertain, inform, and keep this crazy train on track.
and Tia.
Me, I'm like your live wire that is liable to like go shalom.
They're like your cool aunts.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Fun,
I can't believe you even brought that up. That is so fun.
informative,
It's impossible to dust potpourris.
You can't.
sometimes serious.
Dena, sweet child. I am almost stunned. I mean, I'm being really serious.
But most of the time, not so much.
A caca. I mean, you're caca and you're caca. No. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Ladies,
Hello, welcome to You Know Something. I'm Dena.
Hey, I'm DiAnna.
There's so many ways to say that name. You know something? Do you know something? You know something? That's when you're about to tell a secret about something.
You know something?
You know something. Okay, but this is You Know Something where we talk about a lot of different topics. We learn a little bit. We laugh a lot. We want to keep you company during your day. So we are here for your enjoyment. Hopefully. Diana, are you a breakfast person?
No.
What is your general morning routine? Like, do you sleep in? Are you more of a night owl or?
Well, I worked night shift for 32 years, so I'm loving sleeping in my bed at night. So yeah, I usually wake up between 7 to 8 at the latest.
Oh, that's early.
And my sweet husband has my Diet Dr. Pepper and the
Your go-go juice.
refrigerator. My go-go juice, yes. And I drink that, and I, every once in a while, I'll get a piece of bread or something, but for the most part, no, I'm not a breakfast eater. Never have been, though, and I feel like that's a bad habit to be in, and I wish I could change that, but I think that the night shift changed my eating habits so dramatically within my body, I can't hardly make myself eat anything for breakfast.
So when you wake up, you're just not hungry.
Mm-mm.
You don't think about food. So
No.
you'll have what, a lunch, early lunch? Or
Like a protein shake, too. I love those. And then,
like in the afternoon? You wait till the afternoon?
No, usually about 10 or 11.
Well, that's not too bad. That's not
Yeah,
too bad.
so-
I know what you're saying, and a lot of people are that way. And we're going to find out, is it really bad? Because they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Is
Okay,
that
let's find
really
out.
true? So I found out for us.
The mind of Dena.
Yes, I did use Dr. Google. Okay, is breakfast the most important meal of the day? Well, it depends on who you ask. According to Google, the statement that breakfast is the most important meal of the day that's a common belief. You hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You think, oh, I'm doing bad because I skipped breakfast. But there's really no scientific consensus. It doesn't mean there's not some scientists who believe that and prove it in their way, but scientists cannot agree that that's really true to support that claim. So that's kind of good news for you. Some studies suggest that eating breakfast can provide benefits, like it improves your brain function. You wake up and especially like kids when they're going to school without breakfast, I think it's hard for them to maybe concentrate.
Right.
You get that slump. You're able to eat whenever you want. You said like 11, but they're stuck until lunch
Right.
at school. And I don't know what time lunch is at school these days, but
Sure.
so some people say you need quote, brain food. It can reduce the risk of obesity, according to these scientists, because you're maintaining your blood sugar levels and you're so starving by lunch, you're just cramming in a whole bunch of food.
Right. You don't have those insulin spikes.
There you go. We're talking to a registered nurse here of many years, so you correct me whenever I say something wrong.
You just play a doctor here on the podcast.
That's right. And it's also can increase your nutrient take because breakfast foods like cereals are fortified, oatmeals are fortified. If you skip a whole meal, it's hard to get in the nutrients you need with
Sure.
2 meals.
Agreed.
So that is that argument. However, other studies have found no significant difference in the health outcomes. In the long run, they study people who ate breakfast regularly, they study people who didn't, and there was really no significant commonality of like everybody skipped this, got, brain cancer or whatever. There was just no
Right.
proof to back that up.
Right.
So it's important to note that individual dietary needs vary. Your body can kind of tell you what you're craving.
Common sense.
Yeah. If you can't function in the morning, maybe you should have
Some
breakfast.
right? A little bit of protein or something, carbohydrates to get you going. Again, everybody's but has to listen to their body.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you eat a lot in the morning, like if I eat the saying is what, eat like a king in the morning, a prince for lunch, and a pauper for dinner. If I eat like a king in the morning, I'm going to have a nap if I'm able.
Right, no doubt. My patients will be like, "Diana, would you wake up?
Get off my shoulder.
Yeah,
You're
you got
drooling."
a needle here."
That's probably some bad function of my digestive system, but I get sleepy when I eat a big meal, especially carbs.
I think most everybody would.
Yeah. I'm kind of an in-betweener. I need protein in the morning because I find if I eat like a bagel or toast or whatever, I get a little lightheaded. Or I would rather eat something unconventional, like maybe tuna salad that I made the night before, or cheese toast, or an egg. I can't eat an egg every day because I get sick of it, but protein hits me better.
I ate barbecue, green beans, and baked beans at 6 a.m. in the morning when
Like leftovers.
No, a lot of times when I was working.
You would eat supper for breakfast.
Yes, because you were so busy that you didn't get to eat. So when you got home, you ate whatever it was.
Yeah.
Green beans, barbecue. People are like, "You ate that for breakfast?" I'm like, "Yep."
I mean, that's just a
But it was the
habit
end of my
we've made.
day.
Yeah, and who says what's breakfast food? I don't know how that got started,
I
but
don't either.
Yeah.
Have you tasted those bars that when you bite in those, energy bars, so to speak, when you bite into them, it is like cardboard, literally.
all the fiber ones.
And I cannot manage to swallow that. It is so dry in your mouth. Even when you drink your water or your Dr. Pepper or whatever.
The better they are for you, the worse they taste.
Yes. And so I find it difficult to find something. Like, I love eggs, and every once in a while I'll fix an egg, and that I do get more energy when I eat.
Yeah. There is a difference, I think, once you get that brain food, that protein food. But so I've allowed myself to, what does your body tell you need this morning? Don't worry about whether it's traditional breakfast food.
Right.
Yeah. So just like you said, that each individual dietary need and preference vary. What may be considered the most important meal for one person may not be for the other person. Work habits have a lot to do with that, like you said. The focus should be consuming a balanced and nutritious diet throughout your day rather than when you ate, which meal was the biggest, and the actual food you ate when.
Right.
So I agree with that. Now, according to betterhealth.gov, breakfast they say it is the most important meal of the day, and for good reason. And kind of like what we talked about, breakfast is called breakfast because it breaks your fast. That's where breakfast came from. You're breaking your fast. So all night your body has been running on empty, which I think is good for the body because you're cleansing.
I agree.
It's not having to digest. You're starting fresh. But your body may need that glucose to boost.
Right.
Did I say that right?
Wake you up.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, again, it's individual. What many studies have shown, according to betterhealth.gov, the health benefits of eating breakfast. It improves your energy levels, like we said, helps you to concentrate on things that you immediately have to do. I mean, like
Right.
driving to work, for instance.
Right.
It can help you with your weight management, reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease in the long run, according to them. But despite the benefits of breakfast for health and well-being, many people often skip it, but there's a variety of reasons. Research did find that people who skip breakfast are usually underweight or overweight.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And I guess it's because you're just not getting a steady balance. I wouldn't say you're underweight or overweight. I think you're the perfect weight. So
Well, thank you.
generally they have a poor diet because they're so hungry at lunch they're cramming in all this food.
Right.
And they're not getting the nutrition spread out during the day. They have lower physical activity levels. Just happens to be a common thing with people. Maybe people don't go work out in the morning because if they don't eat breakfast, because again they don't have time to eat or to work out, and so and then they go to work and then they come home at night with good intention and don't work out. So maybe that's what it is. Work is just the pits.
It gets in the way of everything.
It really does.
It does.
Often they don't get enough sleep, and I wonder if that's because they're eating everything late at night. Maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
That sounds like that makes common sense.
Yeah, and digesting keeps you awake, I guess.
Well, and at night, it's almost a type of intermittent fasting for your body.
Yeah, that was something I did read, that people intentionally fast. Like if you go to, say you eat at 7 o'clock.
Right.
Then you wouldn't eat again for like 16 hours.
16 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
to give your body a little bit of a break. So, again, I think the main thing is just listening to, it's hard to maintain a regimen where, you're so regimented. I don't know another word to think of there, but you just learn to listen to yourself and give yourself the opportunity to, when you're somewhere and you've never had that type of food, allow yourself to try it. Mm-hmm. And you may be open to more different foods that give you better nutrition. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. I can't find anything that I just want for breakfast.
Yeah, nothing's speaking to you.
Yeah, nothing's speaking to me.
And you can't. It's hard to make a whole big meal in the morning. So
oh my goodness, my grandmother did though. She had a spread at breakfast. She
probably had homemade biscuits.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Wouldn't even think of having breakfast without homemade biscuits. I miss those so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sure those buttered biscuits had something to do with my weight. All these years, it's still there.
No, it's not. It's amazing. Yeah, I have heard people say that. My grandmother passed before I was born, but I mean that's what women did. They made scratch bread at lunch.
That's right.
Rolls
that was their mission, their task.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how we've gone from that to where we are today, that we're having this conversation. Like that, I don't even eat hardly anything for breakfast.
Yeah, like a mother throws their kid a power bar before they get out of the car at school. Not trying to guilt trip anybody. I'm just saying that's just the way life is.
That's just the way life is, and it does emerge and change, evolve.
Yeah, my mother made sure we ate before the school bus came. It would be a variety. She was really good about that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
What was your favorite cereal?
Oh gosh, Count Chocula. Which probably had no nutritional value.
Probably not, but mine was Tony the Tiger.
Oh, what is that?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
My mom was pretty insistent on eating protein, though. Even then, she knew, like, she would make a sausage patty or bacon to go with the cereal, so she knew.
Right.
But I was not a great eater when I was young, but yeah, Count
That takes
Chocula,
time,
Frankenberry.
effort, and energy.
Yeah.
And then you got to clean it up. And then you got to start all over again.
That's true.
I'm just not sure I could do that.
Yeah, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She worked until she had kids, and she was very particular about our meals and what we could have, and I appreciated that because it kind of got me in good habits.
Sure.
But I rebelled when I first left home. Like, I'm gonna have
pizza,
sweet drinks all day long, and pizza for breakfast. Yeah, and then after a while, you're like, this isn't working out really.
Yeah, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it gets old real quick. But one of the reasons you brought that up, one of the reasons why it's gotten that way is because women work now and they don't have time to make their kids the breakfast. The kids don't have time to sit down and eat because it seems like you go to school earlier. You go to school, say you go at 8, the bus will come at 6:30
right,
or 7 in the morning. So how are you supposed to get all that done? It's really sad. Now, I don't know. I think my niece's school serves a breakfast for kids. I think once they get there, I think there's a breakfast. So I think that helps.
That's it.
Yeah. Some people do it because they can't face food in the morning. That's like, probably like you said.
Right.
They can't think of ideas for healthy breakfast food. They do something quick.
Right.
The honey bun or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The donut.
Speaking of which, can we call and have a honey bun ordered and
Cinnabon.
and delivered here while we're doing this podcast?
Sounds good to me.
Please.
Even though it's
Hey, Dan,
3 or 4 o'clock.
we need a Cinnabon.
He would do it.
Oh, he absolutely would.
Some common reasons for skipping breakfast. not having enough time, or wanting to spend the extra time in bed. Like, do I want eggs or do I want to sleep? I'm going to choose sleep over food every time.
Every time.
People are trying to lose weight. Like you said, they're trying to fast. They do it for health. They're too tired to bother with it. They're bored with the same old breakfast foods every morning. Or they just don't feel hungry when they wake up. I have heard doctors say that if you wake up and you're not hungry, that means your body is full of toxins. It hasn't gotten rid of all the crap you had the night before. If you wake up hungry, that's a good, healthy sign. But, they dispute that.
Right. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Usually it's like to sell you something. And cultural reasons. I don't know what that is. I don't know what culture maybe eats later in the day or skips breakfast.
Can I tell you, I've not really thought about that.
Culturally?
Culturally, yes.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, when they wake up.
Yeah, I should have
Googled
Googled that. Yeah, true. I'd say they probably have like a good, healthy fish and
I would
vegetables.
imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know they do those bento boxes for their kids. Like, I've seen those online.
Yes.
They're so pretty, and they have all this like maybe 3 grapes, slice of apple, the sushi, a little bit of rice. I mean, it's a beautiful
presentation.
Yeah. And kids are so overwhelmed by food that these are little bite-sized portions. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Right. Let's see if we're weird for not wanting to eat breakfast.
You have to Google if we're weird. Whatever.
So apparently about 84% of adults 20 and older eat breakfast.
Well, go for them.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. What I found looking at this was the younger the generation, the less breakfast is eaten. And I think it's because people our age were just, like you say, we had the big spread in the morning. Mm-hmm. So it was a habit. Now, you're the exception to the rule, but I think that's, like you say, because you were on that nurse's evening shift schedule. You just had to change your whole life around. And then both parents work. So it's like you say, grab an apple and go, or grab an orange and go.
Here's some almonds.
Yeah, we got to get out here. So it's just lifestyle changes. But as the generations go, less and less breakfast is being eaten. And maybe the parents think they'll get their breakfast at school. So
Correct.
I feel like, listen to your body. It is what it is. If your life is suffering and your performance is suffering, then maybe make overnight oats the night before. Prepare something the night before that you can have. You've got to plan ahead if you're going to do well in your nutrition. So maybe do that, but don't feel too guilty about not eating. Okay, it's raining spiders in Brazil, DiAnna. How do you feel about spiders?
It's raining spiders in Brazil. I don't do spiders or snakes. I think they made a song about that at one time.
I don't like spiders and snakes.
Yes, that one. Those kind of spiders.
I'm not crazy about them either.
Well, your world and my world and how we talk are two different things.
Well, I researched these things for us.
Oh, you do.
So there's a video that shows hundreds of spiders swarming the sky in Brazil. Here is a photo. I will share a link to the video that you can watch. Fortunately, we don't live in Brazil right now, although Brazil's a wonderful place.
What makes you think they can't fly over here?
No, don't say that.
Well, if they're there, then they can be here.
If they can fly.
Well,
Why wouldn't they fly here? Yeah. Well, according to NDTV World, a chilling spectacle unfolded in Sao Tom da Letras. You travel a lot. Did I say that right?
You stabbed at it better than I.
Brazil, as hundreds of 8-legged creatures appeared to rain down from the sky. The eerie incident, which resembled a scene from a horror movie, was captured in rare footage and recently shared on social media. The bizarre video sparked widespread curiosity and quickly went viral online, baffling viewers. This one viewer said, "Spiders have taken over the sky in Brazil. This apocalypse happens every year from December to March in hot, humid weather. Groups of up to 500 spiders weave webs." So they weave them all together and they stretch, from tree to tree. But because there's so many of them, they completely spread. And then when they're done, they use, let's see, what's it called? It's called ballooning, I think. I'm going to let you watch the video. So that person is walking along, and when they all get done at the same time, they release their web and fly across the sky and rain down. Right now, they're all connected.
Wow.
I would be disturbed.
What is the purpose?
Let's find out. So it's called ballooning. That's when they release the silk into the air and let the wind just carry them where they might, which could be in your hair, DiAnna.
In your hair. You got more hair than I do.
Despite its unsettling appearance, experts have revealed that the spectacle of spiders falling from the sky is a natural occurrence. Biologist Kayron Pesos explained that the phenomenon was caused by massive spider webbing hosting hundreds of spiders engaged in a synchronized mating ritual.
I knew it had to do with mating.
Did you?
I did.
Yes.
I mean, it's everything.
When they're finished, they just all, see ya. It's like a one-night stand. It's like a ditty party. Except everybody's a willing participant. The females store the semen of the different males to fertilize their eggs. So they just all kind of connect, grab what they need, and, won't be seeing you later. Like I say, it's a one-night stand in the sky.
That's so... I've never heard of that
I hadn't either.
at all.
But if you did, no, I mean, that would completely freak you out. If I feel like other countries that I've never been to, these exotic places, have that creatures that like Australia. Everything's big there, like
Yes.
spiders that big on the. Have you ever been to Australia?
No.
They have bigger, badder creatures in Australia. I can't handle it.
I can't handle that either.
So you said you didn't like spiders,
I do not.
and I feel like that might be the only reason why I might marry again is for a spider killer.
Oh, yeah. That's handy to have around.
Now, do you call for Dan when you see a spider?
No, not really. I'm not... I get...
You just dispose of it
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah. Usually, I'll grab a shoe or,
So you're
paper
a
towel.
spider murderer.
I don't want it out of my sight.
Okay.
Because I can't stand knowing that it's in my house and I don't know where it's at. So if Dan's on the other end of the house and I know he can't hear me, I'm killing that spider.
Okay.
No matter how afraid I am.
No matter how big and juicy it is.
We're going to go into combat, he and I. Because he is not living in my space. He's not paying rent.
I'm kind of more of a relocator.
Are you?
Yeah.
No.
I'll take a little tissue and pick him. I'll go open the door first and then pick a little tissue up and just throw the tissue and everything out. If I can save him and relocate him.
That's so sweet.
I just feel guilty. And my mom will be like, Dena, he's just going to come back in. He's found a warm spot. He's going to go right back where he was and come back
Right?
in. But I just can't seem to do it. Especially the big juicy ones.
Oh my gosh.
So let's say, I know you're not
You pick it up,
with a tissue, so I'm not touching it.
but it could crawl out of that tissue
could.
and bite you.
It could. Brown recluse, that's my big
Oh,
fear.
Well,
Have you
yeah.
ever seen a brown recluse spot
absolutely.
in the hospital?
absolutely.
Wow, it does a lot of damage, doesn't it?
To the flesh, and necroses the flesh around. Oh, gosh. It is bad. So don't be picking up any brown recluse.
Just stomp it.
Yes.
So like I say, you're not money motivated, so I was going to say if somebody would give you $1 million, but let's say $1 million would go to your favorite charity.
Okay.
To go towards cancer. Let's say you could cure cancer if you got into a bathtub and somebody could pour a bucket over you of spiders, mice, or snakes. You had to do one. Which one would you? Spiders, mice, or snakes.
Oh my goodness. Spiders.
I mean, you could get up and run
mice,
once they poured them over you, but
Or snakes. Well, the snakes are out. And, oh my gosh. I guess the spiders are out too.
So
Give me
mice?
the mice. Oh my gosh.
Well, think about it. Mice and snakes have mouths and teeth and disease. Well, mice have disease. I don't know. Snakes may be very clean, but there's something about snakes that's just the way they move is just. I would have to go with the spiders because I feel like I could jump up and run and brush them off. Me, because mice have teeth.
That's a good point.
But you know, mice in the right environment are actually cute little furry creatures. You just
In
don't
the
want
right
them in your
environment,
house.
or in your bathtub.
Or on your head. Okay, so I'm going to go with spiders and you're going with mice. You're going to be covered in mice.
Well, I didn't realize that I was signing up for this when you asked me to do this podcast.
So you're like imagining it now, right?
I'm needing to read this fine print.
So it makes you kind of want to brush off your shoulder. I have walked through spider webs a lot and it is a creepy feeling.
Oh, yeah. We used to live out on a farm. You haven't saw cobwebs until you go into a barn.
Ugh. You're just like brushing it off thinking, where is the spider?
Where is the spider? Have you ever saw one of those big yellow ones that have the big black long legs, and they're just beautiful yellow in the middle?
I don't know what that is. Is that a riding spider maybe? And they do those beautiful webs. And
Maybe that sounds right.
yeah, like Charlotte and Charlotte's
Yeah.
web kind of spider.
Very pretty, beautiful, but I
They're
would
so
want it
big.
on me.
I know. Well, according to my research, the most frightening pest overall, men and women, everybody, wasps were actually the third most frightening pest. This is a insight, pestcontrol.com. And then that's 18%, 20% spiders, and 41% snakes. I mean, there's so many poisonous snakes and can constrict around your neck, and they're so big, and I mean, you're going to freak out more if a snake comes out of under your bed than a spider or a mouse, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, by gender, I thought this was kind of interesting because my ex was fearless except when it came to snakes. He said there's something about a snake, just the way it moves, even if it's a little garden snake, there's just something about it. And I found that to be true with men. And I told him, I said, I wonder if it's because of Adam and Eve, the garden.
Right?
You know, could that be like...
Subliminal?
Yeah. Where the woman had a conversation, Eve had a conversation with the snake,
Right.
which we all know about, but men just can't, freaking out. 45% of men said snake was the scariest, 37% of women said
Men are scared of what the most?
snakes. And women are scared the most of snakes, but a lot less percentage. They're actually, spiders freak them out more, which is why you say, I need a spider killer. That's what it is. Honey, come kill the spider. I mean, I did it when I was married. All right, and then age group, it's interesting because the older the person, the more they were scared of snakes. The younger the person, the more they were scared of spiders. And my niece is, I mean, if you say spider to her, she even sees a Halloween decoration, she gets physically ill. So
Wow.
I don't know how that works.
That's an interesting question.
I thought it was very
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, the worst place to find a spider. Let's just focus on spiders since that's what the story's about.
All right.
It goes up from on top of your cell phone. I've never seen a spider on my cell phone.
No.
I think it's scary because you want to use your cell phone, but what do you do? In the shower. I have had that happen. I pulled the shower curtain closed and there was a spider on the shower. And I was just like, you leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I'm taking my shower.
Oh, you watched him the whole time?
Yeah, I'll give no. Now, you would have just taken the shower head and like washed him down there.
Oh, absolutely. Or something worse.
Okay. In your food. That's
No!
the next. Ugh,
Yeah.
that would be bad.
That would be bad.
While driving in the car.
Oh, my goodness. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, like on your steering wheel even.
Oh, my goodness. I've had a stink bug up there before crawling around, and I don't like those things either. But
No, they're awful.
I wouldn't.
You just left it alone and got to where you were going and then started.
I run out the window and got it
Pushed
out.
him out.
Yeah.
Pushed him out. I'm always afraid they're going to stink when I do that.
Oh, they do stink.
In your bed.
Oh, yes.
And I know I've gotten spider bites before while I'm sleeping, I'm sure. And never saw the spider, but I wake up with the spider.
Okay, yeah.
Spiders are everywhere, DiAnna. Tiny, tiny ones are probably in your eyelashes.
Oh, my gosh.
And finally, on your body or in your hair. I would agree with that.
Yes, on your person.
Yeah. Okay, so we're grateful we don't live in Brazil during this mating season.
Although Brazilian people are so beautiful, are they not?
I'm sure it's a beautiful place.
Their skin is so pretty, and apparently it is beautiful there.
Now, they probably think that about us and bears, because where we live, a bear in your yard is no big deal. It's possible.
This is true.
And finally, DiAnna, the Super Bowl. Did you watch?
I did.
Okay. And we don't discuss politics or we don't discuss sports, but everybody was talking about the Super Bowl. It was a big topic, because the Chiefs lost. I think they were kind of favored because of the Kelsey and Taylor Swift and all that. And the Eagles were crazy when they won. In Philadelphia, they went ape crazy and I think did damage, set fires and things. Not all of them, but you know how it gets crazy. Taylor Swift was booed. Right. President Trump was cheered.
Right.
And then there was a controversy of the halftime entertainment. It was people were like, I don't understand what he's saying. This should be for everybody. And then other people were saying he's got a very important message. So that was kind of polarizing. But the big story we want to talk about is his blue jeans. Kendrick Lamar's blue jeans made waves. Did you notice them?
did not.
Did you want to say something about the Super Bowl that's not controversial?
No, I just wanted to ask, what was his message from his song?
It was like two or threefold. One was he has a beef with rapper Drake, and said that he accuses Drake of doing some inappropriate things with underage people, and the song calls him out. You know how sometimes songs are like rap battles, like we're better than you, you're better than us, the different, like
Right.
East Coast, West Coast. We lived through that in the 90s, the East Coast,
Right.
West Coast thing. And he was told he couldn't call out he's actually being sued by Drake for calling him out for doing inappropriate things. Supposedly he's been accused. I don't know if it's true or not. So he had to leave out certain words, so since it was going out on a national broadcast to 130 million people. But they said, if you know, you know. He's still talking to him about what he did, allegedly. The other thing is racism, about black people coming together and taking a stand, making a stand. And, I was like, I don't understand. My mom said, he's rapping so fast, I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
And the visual of it was amazing. I was telling Mom, I said, do you realize how they had to...
How much
Choreo-
production?
Yes,
it
the director.
takes
Okay, we're going over here. We're going over
do
here.
that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Now that was
Perfection.
very creative.
Yeah. So I Googled I thought I'm going to Google the lyrics and read them, and I just don't understand what the expressions that were used. I'm just very white. I didn't get it, And my hip hop was like, I like big bucks and I cannot lie. That was our generation. I understood that. Wasn't deep really. It was just fun. So that was
Sarah makes a lot.
All right. Look at her butt. Which I loved all that music, but I don't understand the feuds and things like that. I don't follow it. So, but there was a lot of controversy. But the blue jeans, his blue jeans were bell bottoms, like we used to wear in the 70s, and they went under his shoe. They were so long that he was walking on them, intentionally, like almost to the toe of his shoe. Let me see if I've got a picture. I think you can see.
I'm not sure how you can walk many steps with that.
Well, I'm a taller person, taller than average for female things, so I rarely... Mom was always like, where's the flood? You got on high waters. But I would imagine that you sometimes walked on the back of your jeans. Do they ever get under your... Of course, you wear such high heels. They probably did.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen you in blue jeans.
Probably not.
Do you ever wear blue jeans?
Every once in a great while. Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. I just thought of that.
Mm-hmm. So,
See,
they were bell bottoms, okay.
But see, they go, wait, there's just a toe of his shoe standing out. Now, obviously, he could do that because he's performing, and if they get ruined, he can throw them away and
Right.
wear something. He can probably afford a new pair of blue jeans every day. But
How much are those?
okay, good thing you asked that. It's very interesting. They did sell out his bell bottoms and the flared leg. Why don't you read it? How much they cost?
Oh, $1,200.
And they're sold out because he wore them. So, amazing, isn't it? The French luxury fashion house Celine tells TMZ the pair of jeans Kendrick wore for the historic moment were called the Marco style in dark union wash denim. That's what they look like.
Okay.
I'm a big bell-bottom fan because I feel like it balances your hips.
I agree. I
Yeah.
like them.
I like the skinny jeans and I like to tuck them in my boots.
Mm-hmm.
But the flared, I think, are very flattering on anyone.
I'm just not seeing the underneath the feet. What is the purpose of that?
It made a good visual for him, and I guarantee you'll see people out walking with their jeans like that soon, especially guys, I think, because he's a guy. But you're going to wear them out. I have jeans that are frayed in the back just because they're a little too long for me, but I continue to wear them because it gets stuck under your heel.
Right. I think it's just a way to make you buy more jeans.
Could be $1,200 a pop.
I mean, that's a pretty penny.
Yeah. Kendrick actually those were women's jeans. He was wearing size 29. I don't know my European size jean. That's like your waist size. I'm not sure.
I think it's, yeah.
The entire collection of the Celine Marco jeans is sold out. There it is from the side. It's interesting to me how people see something somebody wears on television and they want to know what it is immediately.
Right.
That just never occurs to me.
Me either.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I usually get in on a trend right as it's going out.
I'm like,
And it's
hey,
on sale.
there you go. Now's the time to sign up for that.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I give in. I'm going to wear these giant jean pants. And everybody's like, no, that's not what we're doing anymore. I'm like, oh, well, too bad for me. So that made me wonder, what actually is in style, and you're not a jean wearer, so this is probably going to bore you to tears, but
No,
I
I
can't
like jeans.
do you?
I just rarely wear them. I guess I lived in scrubs for so long.
You're used to the comfort.
Yes, so
Yeah.
jeans constrict me. And,
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing.
That's true. I think leggings have ruined us. I can't imagine my life before leggings.
I can't either.
And that's like, leggings, like, that's probably just like the last, 10 years leggings have been considered like, yeah, you can wear tights out in public and show your booty and nobody notices it.
Nobody pays any attention. And that's as we talk about what was in the past, even with the diet thing about breakfast, the way that they used to live. And then you fast forward to today and how we live, and people think nothing of paying $1,200 for a pair of shoes. $1,200 way back when would have paid for several months of groceries and rent.
Yeah.
So it's so different for us. Like you said, we are the generation that remembers how it was. And now we, as we grow older, see how it is, and just the vast difference there is between that. And it's hard for us to wrap our brain around walking on your shoes.
Or walking on your jeans.
Or walking on your
You
shoes.
want to walk on your shoes.
Walking on your jeans. And even just the language. You said you looked at the words and you didn't really understand that.
I felt so old. Maybe it wasn't the whiteness, but the oldness. Like, I don't know what that expression means. I used to know expressions and laugh at my mom that she didn't know.
She didn't know what you were talking about.
She didn't know what gag me with a spoon meant.
I don't think I ever knew what that
You didn't say
meant.
gag me with a spoon.
No, I never said that.
We need to do an episode about expressions.
Oh my
because
goodness, yes.
It'll all come back to
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. $1,200 for jeans, but I'm sure people will just imitate that, because who can afford $1,200 for jeans you're going to walk on?
They're already in the process of making those right now.
Yeah.
Some entrepreneur,
Yeah, if they're smart.
if they're smart.
So what should we wear if we wear jeans? And it's funny you said that because I was just thinking about the expression. I think I'm going to say it was Tia that said hard pants. She has leggings and she has hard pants, which are her jeans.
That's a great way to put it. I like that, Tia.
Because they're hard. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, so once you've had those leggings on for so long,
You can't bring yourself to get the hard
hard pants.
pants. Yeah, it's
They're
like
hard to zip up. That's why they're hard pants. I'm like, oh, those are hard to zip up. So I think your belly gets used to relaxing. Whereas, we used to wear those high-waisted jeans.
Right. That's what I wear. That's what I still like.
Yeah, and those are in style now,
I'm
too.
short-waisted, so that, there's never a time I could wear it down.
Because your zipper wouldn't be long enough to... Well, I went through that hip hugger... We called them hip huggers when I was young, but
Yeah.
just, 10 years ago, the low-cut jeans. And everybody, I don't care how thin you are, your muffin tops would hang out. And you couldn't bend over and pick up anything because there was your butt crack.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad those are kind of out.
Me too.
Yeah, I do have some high-waisted jeans. Yeah, so let's see. What are the fashion trends? And we'll get out of here. According to current fashion trends, let's talk about the wash of jeans, like the dark, the light, acid.
Oh, yeah.
We had acid wash, didn't we, in the 80s? Which so ugly.
It was. Yeah.
Did we know it was ugly when we were wearing it? I feel like
No, we thought we were in the cool gang.
it was like the mom jeans with the puffy pleat that would come out.
Right.
And the high waist and the white streaks. Were the acid ones.
Well, now we've fast forward. We've moved to jeans that no longer exist.
That's just all holes.
I mean, you had a mouse in there chewing on it, and my dad actually saw that on a girl, and he didn't say anything to her, but he said, "Can her dad not afford all of the jeans?"
Can he not replace her jeans, that poor
And
thing?
my dad was in his 90s. He just didn't understand why her jeans had holes in them.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I broke down and got those probably after they went out of style, but I thought,
Got them on sale.
yeah, probably. But it took me forever to get them on because I would pull them and my foot would go through the knee hole.
I
Like I'd be
know.
trying to pull it out and I think, how do I get my legs, feet? Oh, I'm going out the back hole.
If I have to fight my clothes, They're going in the garbage.
I know. I'm too tired to do that.
I'm too tired to do that.
But in 2025, dark washes, which I think look nicer.
Very, I feel like it ups the game. My husband, a lot of times when he goes to his events, he'll wear his dark, stained jeans with even an overcoat.
Yeah, I love that look. Dark jeans, top, and then your blazer.
Yes.
I love that look. And especially like some boots and stuff. I think that's cool.
Very debonair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dark wash looks more chic. That's what they say here. They say a focus on deep indigo shades are a more polished look and more minimal. You don't have the stitching and the rhinestones and the different shades. It's all a solid, simple, dark jean is
Right.
what's going to be in style.
It's easy on the eye.
Exactly. A straight cut or even like a boot cut. Lighter washes are still in style, but it's for the really wide-legged bell bottoms because that's more what the 70s was like.
Yes.
And there's even a thing called a barrel jean. I'm going to show you and see what you think about it. There's still mid-wash is always going to be acceptable because it's just a staple for regular jeans, just kind of a medium wash. But the key silhouettes this year are the wide leg jean, the barrel leg jean, and the boot cut, which I call bell bottom. So I'm going to show you this. Have you heard of barrel leg jean?
I have not.
Okay. Okay, so these are, the waist has come up higher, which,
Okay.
and I'll share these photos on our website so you guys know what we're talking about. So that's kind of a in-between, it's
Sure.
not super, so that's fine. It's kind of a wider straight leg.
Yes.
I don't know how flattering it is, but it's, just kind of not noticeable. That's a very light wash. I'm not a
Light
big
wash.
fan of light wash because I feel like they show yellowing, like stains more, but
Yes.
I do have some. Black jeans are always going to be in style.
Yes.
But let me find
I
those.
can't wait to find.
You'll know it when you see them. These are like a exaggerated bell bottom. I would like those, but I think they're too short.
Too short.
Yeah. Okay, Dinah, these are barrel jeans by Bergdorf Goodman.
Wow.
They're $1,450.
Wow.
Now you see why they call them barrel jeans?
Yes, I can.
They look to me like a cowboy just got off his horse and his jeans are like way starched.
I agree.
That's a permanent.
I would like to see
Bow leg.
those.
Now, it could hide a host of sins. It could hide your Cinnabons that are on your thighs. But
They're not for me.
Yeah.
I just don't find them attractive. I feel like, again, everybody's different. Me and my opinion here, but that's just not. I like a more sleek look.
yeah.
And I feel that, again, I lived in scrubs for 30 years, and yes, you can overdo things and get a little fluffy and you don't notice it. But if you have your jeans that you're having to zip up every day, you pay attention to that.
It's true. Let me see if my jeans fit. That's what I judge. I don't really like to weigh myself because it gets in my head too much and it varies so much from the morning to the evening. But I can't wear those anymore. And I have like my skinny jeans, my heavier jeans, I keep them all. And
Right.
I'm moving back up into these. I need to.
Do you remember the MC Hammer pants?
Yes. That's kind of like what that looks like.
No, they were longer. Remember, they had all that stuff right around the
Like harem
edges.
pants, like a
Harem
low
pants.
crotch
Yes.
area. Yes.
Those were cool. I looked good in those.
I can find them somewhere.
I had several pairs.
What's
I
really
thought
good is
I
when you
was
find
hot
them
to
in
trot.
zebra print
Oh,
or fluorescent.
zebra print. I had a royal blue, a black, and a white.
I can't remember if I fell for that trend. If you wear a tight top, maybe to balance the bottom out. But yeah, we did. And then we wore heels and they got tied at your ankles. Is that right?
You could do that, or you could wear that, like the little jacket that had the
Shoulder pads.
shoulder pads, and that would balance the look.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, my
'cause
goodness.
I had those too.
Of course.
They
I think shoulder
matched.
pads are flattering.
I think they are as well. I don't like the big ones, but just a little bit of something to give a little bit of shape right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it gives the woman a prettier, more consistent shape.
I do too. It balances the waist. And as you get older, if you're not working out, as your muscles atrophy, your shoulders get sloped. So I think that gives you a nice straight look.
So always remember, keep your back straight.
Yeah. Shoulders back.
Shoulders back.
Shoulder pads. So I want to recap because we told our opinion and we kind of got off on a tangent. But if you want to be cool, you want to wear the 70s bell bottoms this season. And I just keep my jeans because everything comes in and goes out.
I do as well.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Everything, because they want you to buy that new stuff, you know. I will not be, the most I've ever paid for a pair of blue jeans was probably $100 because it was just probably embellished and it was a trend. And I was like, ugh, I'm going to wear these all the time.
Right.
Because I'm spending so much. And they say if you buy a piece of clothing, divide the cost by how much you wear it. You know, how much did it cost you to wear it every time? Because if you wear it a lot, it's worth.
Do a spreadsheet on it.
Yeah, there you go. Whereas you buy that one trendy thing, you might wear it 3 times and you didn't pay that much, but you still, your
still money.
cost per wearing is higher.
Cost per wearing.
Yeah, that's what I use to justify when I buy something quality that's really expensive. I think,
Yeah.
I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. So, dark wash, simple cut, light wash, bell bottoms, barrel if you want to be trendy. Yeah, if you want to make you're a fashionista.
You're a fashion statement.
But they're going to go out really quick, I would say.
I don't know. They might take a trend and get hot. I might see you coming through the door with them the next time
I'll eventually break down and wear them. It takes me a long time. They do make your butt look little because your legs are so wide. But you do look like you just got off a horse. And you're moseying up to the bar.
I prefer not to look that way, so I'm going to pass.
We'll call them mosey jeans.
Mosey jeans.
So what did we learn today, DiAnna? We need to get out of here.
Well,
What did we learn? We learned about breakfast. What do you recall about our breakfast segment? What did you learn?
well, listen to your body. If you have the opportunity to eat breakfast, something even as simple as a small protein, do that, because I feel like the consistent majority's opinion of people who study that, they feel that breakfast is an important piece of our day. And it does make a difference, I do feel like.
Very good. You were paying attention, girl.
Thank you.
Raining spiders in Brazil. Why were they doing that, DiAnna?
Because they were mating.
Here you go.
It's
People
as
do
simple
crazy
as
things
that.
when they're raining.
People do crazy things. It's kind of like the deer in rut season. They just go wild.
Oh, they do, don't they? Mm-hmm. And then they flew away.
And then they flew away.
They had commitment issues.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We also learned DiAnna would rather have mice poured over her head than spiders or something.
I'd rather have nothing poured over my head, people. Just saying.
And finally, we just really recapped what our jeans were. We learned that DiAnna doesn't really wear hard pants.
No.
Because she got spoiled with her scrubs.
Yeah.
But she always looks very, very good put together.
You're sweet.
All right. Well, we're so glad you joined us. We hope you guys learned something too. And I'll have links to all the things we talked about on our website, DenaandTia.com. Just go to this episode blog, and that way you can see all this stuff for yourself. And if you try the barrel jeans, send us a photo. We'd love to see you
Yeah.
in the barrel jeans.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we always want to hear from you, thoughts on anything. You can email us, voicemail. You can leave us a message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So there's no excuse for you not to tell us what you think. Even if it's bad, I want to hear their opinions.
Oh, I want to hear everything somebody has to say.
Absolutely.
You took my word again.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. I love you, DiAnna. Thank you for coming back again.
You are welcome. Thank you all for listening, and go have fun today. Do something just for you.
Oh, it's a good thought.
Bye.
Bye. Listen to Giggles and Gratitude on Sunday.
Yes.
All right.
That was a good one.
I thought it was too.
We would love to hear from you.
Leave your questions or comments on our voicemail by visiting our website at DenaandTia.com. Your message may be played on the show.
You can find our Instagram and Facebook links there too.
Again, that's DenaandTia.com. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
listening.
listening.